Hey guys, this guy's Montana here, the original demo disc player before they decided to give it an abbreviation when it was just called what it was called. I hope everyone's doing alright. This is a solo guide for the run missions. The run missions this month is triple money and RP for GTA Plus members, okay? But at some point in the future, they're going to be double and triple money for just everyone, okay? So this guide is not just for this month only. This would be helpful for in the future as well. But for this month, it's solely for the GTA Plus members because it's triple money in RP. We're just going to go over the payouts, okay? To get the maximum amount of profit out of these missions, the maximum amount of money in RP you can possibly get, you want to be making sure you do these missions over 15 minutes, okay? So just wait for about 15 minutes and 30 seconds and then finish the mission, okay? We're going to put some figures on the screen here on what the times to money ratios are for doing these in different times, okay? The maximum you're going to get is 15 minutes. If you try to take 20 minutes or whatever, you stop getting money after the 15 minutes, okay? So make sure you don't take any longer than 15 minutes or 16 minutes, should we say? But yeah, don't do it any earlier, okay? You could do, you're going to be missing out on a bit, but the best way you can make money out of these missions is by taking the 15 minutes. And the other thing, always put it on the hardest difficulty. So put it on the hardest difficulty so you get more money in RP. And then also we're going to put it on free aim. And to put it on free aim, from the main menu, go to settings and then go to your targeting mode and change it to free aim if you're not already on free aim, that is. And this will give you more RP on certain kills. It's usually the guys that spawn in on vehicles, okay, not the guys that are static. Now, there's 8 run contact missions, and 2 of them we're not going to be doing because they require other players, okay? One of them requires a minimum of 2 players, and the other one requires a minimum of 4 players. Okay, so we're not going to add those into this guide because this is a solo run mission guide. The missions that we're going to be doing are going to be Base Invaders, Crank Up the Volume, Fueling the Flames, Romance Isn't Dead, Turbine Carbine, and Wet Workers. And the 2 that we're not going to be touching on in this video is Landing Gear and Demon Run. Okay, so now some hints and tips on each of the run contact missions that you can do solo. We're starting off with Base Invaders. Now, Base Invaders, it says get in Ron's plane right at the beginning, spawns you at Sandy Shores airstrip. Get in Ron's plane, but then get out of it. This mission is a mission that goes wrong all the time with randoms. Okay, you'll have randoms bringing this plane. Fair enough, the game tells you to do that though. Bringing this plane and landing it in Fort Sancudo, and then the plane blows up. If the plane blows up, the mission fails, okay? All you got to do is get in the plane and get out of the plane. Then spawn whatever vehicle you want to head on over to the army base. You could spawn a ground vehicle and waste some time. So we're trying to do this in 15 minutes, remember? We're trying to take our time with this. So me spawning this Havoc helicopter is probably not the greatest of ideas. But once we get there, I'm going to slow down a bit anyway, so it's so fine. Then when we get to Fort Sancudo, we're going to ring Pegasus and spawn our Rhino tank. The reason why I want to spawn the Rhino tank is it's actually one of the very few reasons that I actually get to use my Rhino tank. So this is what I used to do back in the day, and this is what I still do to this day. You can spawn whatever you want. You can spawn even a Armor Kuruma and roll into the army base. You'll be absolutely fine on that. You can spawn a Toradar or a Kanjali tank or something like that, but I'm just going to spawn my Rhino tank because it actually gives me a reason to use it, and I'm going to use an army vehicle to go into the army base. Go into the army base, blow up the 3 laser jets. Now then head on over to the hangar where the cargo bob is stored, and make sure you kill these guys up on the railings, and then you can steal the cargo bob and then bring it back to the runway, okay, Sandy Shores airfield. And now you can just wait it out if you still have a few minutes left, which you most likely will do. And don't worry about the 5 stars that you have, because you have 5 stars in this mission for when you go into the army base and start shooting, but you don't have any cops after you. It's just one of them weird ones. Okay, I'm just going to go over how you can keep a track of the in-game timer for these contact missions without even using a stopwatch or using your phone or clock in real life to keep an eye on the missions timer here. Basically, what you can do is look at your in-game phone, okay? Now, in GTA Online, a full GTA day is 48 minutes. That means every in-game hour is 2 minutes, okay? Because it's 24 hours in a day, okay? So If you start the mission and it's 12 o'clock in the afternoon, it's literally bang on 12 when you start the mission. You looked at your phone, and as soon as the mission started, it was 12 o'clock. 8 hours later, so by 8 p.m., that would be 16 minutes. Okay? Now, the next one is Crank Up the Volume. Now, Crank Up the Volume is not a very great contact mission at all. Now, you have to go and steal an RV. This RV is driving past Stab City towards the Canyons area. Now, the only thing I can say on this is don't have your Mark II, have some sort of vehicle where you can drive and shoot. Now, if you are on a Mark II, you can fly ahead in front of it and then shoot the driver out by standing in the middle of the road. But it's better just getting a vehicle that you can drive and then shoot the driver out, and there's another guy in the car as well. And when you drive the RV back to the meth lab, there's going to be a bunch of bikers that are going to be coming after you. Make sure you get the kills on those just so you can get the RP off of those, especially now that it's triple RP. And then also once you get to the location, now it's just a matter of waiting. When it comes to making a playlist of solo run missions, this one I'll just go ahead and leave it out. Now, the next one is a classic, is Fueling the Flames. Now, Fueling the Flames, you have to steal a tanker and bring it to the gas station, okay? I recommend spawning your armored crewman to make this very easy, okay? This mission, playing it with randoms, is actually one of the missions that would always just fail, basically, because somebody would start shooting rockets or just shoot the tanker, in fact, and blow it up. And yeah, every time this mission used to just pop up when I was just used to play contact missions back in the day. You know, I used to just pray that it didn't blow up, but it almost always did. So yeah, roll up in there in the armor crewman, shoot everybody, right? Kill everybody around the tanker, and now a bunch of bikers are going to spawn and come towards you from both directions. Make sure you kill all the bikers, and then grab the truck cab and attach it to the tanker. In just case for some reason that truck cab blows up, because it used to blow up, somebody used to always end up blowing it up back in the day. You can actually find another one in the direction that you came from on the same side of the road. But yeah, attach the truck cab to the tanker, deliver the tanker, and take your time. And then if you want to wait it out to get 15 minutes, you know what to do, and then deliver the tanker. Okay, the next one is Turbine Carbine, and you have to steal a lost van and bring it to Trevor's trailer. Now, this one starts you at the windmills, and you can just roll up in there in the armor crew and just kill everybody up. That's the easiest way to do this. But all you could do is just stay off in the distance here and snipe them all out, or snipe out as many of them as you possibly can, then finish off the rest of them whilst you're in the armor crew, which is basically what I did, and would usually do. And then once you steal the van and you deliver it to the trailer, you're going to go towards the prison and then past the Merryweather satellites, the communication headquarters, and then you're going to start getting attacked by bikers and stuff, usually around this area. You can take them out if you want to get the RP, and then you know what to do if you want to waste some time, just sit around doing nothing to get the full payout and RP for this mission. And the next one is Romance Isn't Dead. It's literally the same type of mission. You have to deliver a van to Trevor's trailer, a lost van, again. Only this time you have to go to Stab City. This one you have a choice of 3 vans, and I would recommend killing everybody in Stab City so you can get all the RP whilst you're rolling around in your armored crewmer. Then deliver the van, waste some time, and then get the full payout. Okay, and the last one is Wet Workers. This is the best one out of the 6, I would say. This one's brilliant. In fact, it's a very good contact mission in general. You can actually... It takes long anyway, so you can take your time doing this. And there's a few little things we're going to throw into this, just so you can take a bit longer with this mission. What you can do, rather than going straight to the boat, because this mission you have to go and steal a boat and deliver it to the meth lab, just off of Alamo Sea, so you have to drive up the river, past the canyons and everything. But you can just turn around and go towards the bridge here, and then You can snipe out this lost van that will be waiting for you when you get the boat and then go up the river. So you can just snipe him out if you've got an explosive sniper rifle, use the railgun or something. And if you've got a parachute, just parachute off and then land on this little side of the river here, and then spawn any of the vehicles that spawns proximity mines, and then put a bunch of proximity mines all along this side of the river. Spread them out though, spread them out, and what's going to happen is once you are going down the river with the boat, a load of bikers will be spawning and going up and down there, so they'll just start blowing up, and we'll show you when we get to that bit. Now we're going to make our way towards the boat by despawning the Dune FAV that we spawn the mines, and then spawn the Mark II and fly towards the boat. But you can just go across the bridge in the middle and go up the other side towards the boat, the other side of the river, if you wanted to. And once we get to the boat, we don't always do it with the Mark II by shooting up the enemies on the pier, by the way. We usually shoot from the top of the stairs and just shoot our way down sometimes and just park the Mark II up. But now we're just going to show you that you can use the Mark II to blow all these guys up, but do not shoot the one at the very end of the pier. If you lock onto him and then shoot a missile at him, you're going to blow up the boat as well. So just blow everybody up besides him if you're going to be using the Mark II, and then land the Mark II and then make sure you kill him separately. In fact, there might be one or two guys there, in fact. So yeah, just the one at the very end. Do not lock onto him and shoot a missile. Trust me, it does not end well. Now grab the boat and then go up the river. Now if you put the mines on the side, you'll see what's going to happen. Now this bridge will have some enemies on it as well. Okay, there'll be a van as well. So use the railgun if you've got it, or explosive sniper rifle, or any sort of explosive weapon like an RPG, and take them out. I like to get all the kills possible on this river. Okay, so now I would basically just try and shoot them up whilst I'm in the boat, stop the boat, and then shoot them up, and get the extra RP by killing those enemies before I finish the mission. And the mission is not over yet, because now once we get to the LMOC, we have to now get to the meth lab. Now once you get to the meth lab, park the boat at the bottom of the pier where the yellow marker is, get out the boat, go up the pier. Now you want to get the minigun out. Get the minigun out and shoot towards the stairs area. Just don't let them come down, because there's about 8 of them that will end up coming down. So shoot them up before they even get down. If you just go straight up the stairs and then aim the minigun there, then they won't even have a chance, and then just rip into them, get a bunch of kills, and there's a van or two behind that you can blow them up with a minigun, or use the railgun or whatever to blow up the van. But don't kill everybody up there, because if the second you kill the last person, the mission is over. So you want to take your time and get the 15 minutes to leave one alive at least, and as soon as you kill that last person, mission complete.